Brian, good morning again. We keep talking about the three previous attempts to launch Discovery. On June 25th, there was a computer problem caused by a broken wire. Yesterday's delay was due to a complex computer problem caused due in the instructions to the computers. But the big one, the one that we'll remember, occurred on June 26th.
We do a jump fair.
It was one of the most dramatic moments of the space shuttle program.
We have a go for main engine start. 7, 6, 5. We have main engine start. We have a cutoff.
With 4 seconds to liftoff, computers on board the Discovery stopped the launch because a valve to one of the main engines failed to open. But the engines had already begun to ignite, and leaking fuel caused a fire to break out along Discovery's tail. Mission controllers turned on hoses to put out the fire and anxiously watched gauges measuring pressures in the fuel tank. For a while, they feared a massive explosion. But the pressures were controlled, and after about 40 minutes, the astronauts left the spaceship, some looking harried. The crew this time will be the same. At a recent news conference, they said they were disappointed by the problems in June, but had no qualms about trying to fly again.
And I know in my own mind I had a list of things that I figured were likely to happen, and that wasn't on my list.
After it all happened, we were all very grateful that the safety features do what they're supposed to do on the orbiter, and I think that the system has been designed such that anything that could present a problem will be taken care of by these safety features. And
in addition to Steve Hawley and Judy Resnick, who will be the second American woman to go into space, the crew includes Commander Henry Hartsfield, Richard Mullane, Michael Coates, and Charles Walker, an engineer who works for the McDonnell Douglas Corporation. On this flight, the astronauts will launch 3 communication satellites, like this one, which was put into orbit on a previous mission. The first satellite deployment, scheduled for late this afternoon, will be watched with a great deal of apprehension by NASA officials. The rocket which will lift the satellite into higher orbit is the same type which failed on an earlier mission and left 2 $100 million satellites drifting in useless orbits.